Hello there, everyone. So this is my demonstration of the 555 collage exercise that we'll be doing for 10 days during the 10 days of awe. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a 5x5 square. That's what we're going to use for our base. So I've got mine ready to go. And this is not exactly 5x5. I just took some papers that I had already cut out for another project. 5-inch square, approximately, substrates. We're going to spend 5 minutes making the collage, and we're going to, set the timer and not go more than 5 minutes, maybe a few seconds more if there's just one more little thing you have to put down. And I was going to maybe limit the collage images or papers to just 5 papers. But I'm going to say, keep that in mind, that maybe just use 5 papers. And by limiting the number of images, papers, just elements that you're going to use on this collage, it gives you a little bit more time to maybe arrange the images before the 5 minutes is up. And this isn't supposed to be something that will make you feel anxious, but putting these limits on the collage kind of pushes our minds to move into the intuitive space, into that space of feeling, and just kind of listening to that deep inner voice, maybe our emotions even, instead of our cognitive mind, the mind that wants to rationalize, analyze. By putting these limits, it limits that rational mind that sometimes becomes our worst enemy, because we're trying to make it perfect. We're trying to overcome the inner critic. By doing it within these limits, we just say, okay, I'm going for it. And when we do that, there are insights that come that sometimes when we're all in our head, all in our rational mind, those insights are held at bay because of our experiences, our beliefs, our judgments. So what we're doing is kind of overriding all of that. And then another way to put 5 into the mix is when I'm suggesting that you sit down and go through a magazine, or if you have a stash of collage papers and images like I do, it's like, here's just one of my stashes. But it's a box, like when I find things that I like, or don't need everything for a collage, then it goes into this box. So if you have, a stash like this, there's one, go for it. But as you're picking out papers to use for your 5x5 collage, I'm suggesting that you only limit yourself to looking through your stash to 5 minutes. Now, I've already spent my 5 minutes looking at my stash, but now as I'm demonstrating to you, I'm seeing more things. So there, these are not hard, fast rules. They're suggestions. All right. So you can go ahead and pause this video, pick out your papers. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. So I've got these few, let me put my papers out here. Let me move my substrates to the side. So here's just a few of the papers I pulled out, and I'm gonna reach around here and pull out the rest of them. So I have a lot of stash, so I actually have a lot of papers that I pulled out during my 5 minutes of sorting. So I'm not going to keep on sorting those. I'm just showing you this little stash and stack of papers. I'm going to put that up here to the side. Another thing that you might need is a glue stick, or if you want to use gel medium, that's all right too. I'm just going to use a glue stick, but I probably will go back through and either overlay it with some gel medium or maybe even do some stitching, and that's okay. It's just for this initial experience that the limitation is the 5 minutes. And you may want to cut some of your papers to a certain size or tear them. You know, tearing is a great thing to do. Set your timer, and I'm going to set my timer for the actual collage building. So if you need to pause that video, pause it now, grab your papers, get your 5x5 substrate, and then come back because I'm going to keep on going.